talk. Most definitely, no racism. You will not get blocked. As long as you talking about boxing and being serious about something about boxing, what we were discussing, you won't get blocked. I respect everybody's opinion. But we got to talk about this fight right here. Shakur Stevenson versus Tank Davis. Now, a lot been going on. A lot is being said out here. This is the potential fight that everybody wants to see. Anybody who say they don't want to see it, they lying and they crazy. Shakur Stevenson, hell of a performance going against T.O., two young fighters, what we've been needing in the sport of boxing to bounce back to, putting it all on the line. Thank you guys for going out there and doing, what you did. Uh, Hopefully, these young fighters out here, will follow behind, y'all and, see that the fans want to see this type of challenges going on in the sport of boxing. And hopefully the guys that's with y'all and among y'all in boxing too. So I want to thank y'all for that fight. But, in that fight, Shakur looked beautiful. I wished he would have, Shakur to me don't have the killer instinct in him like most fighters. He wants to beat you up. He wants to prove a point. I understand that, but this ain't the amateurs. I did want to see, I knew and I saw that he could take T.O. out the game in that fight, could knock him out and stop him. But unfortunately, he didn't do that. But at the end of the day, still a pure boxing performance, excellent performance. Hit and not get hit is the sport, you know what I'm saying? And he went out there and he did a fantastic job. Tank, I like Tank. Tank a hell of a fighter. Tank has athleticism, IQ, power, great fleet reflexes, agility. Tank is a well all-around fighter. And this is a fight that must happen, especially right now. Tank, I think, needs this fight. Trying to go and fight a cruise right now is ridiculous. Nobody, let me tell y'all something. Don't nobody want to go and see Tank fight no cruise again. It's unnecessary. Ain't no need for it. You beat Cruz with one hand, Tank. We don't want to see that. Lamont Roach, you should have been took that fight. You should have been took that fight. The fight that's steaming and like Willie Beaming right now is you versus Shakur Stevenson. We don't want nothing else. He ain't got no fight. You ain't got no fight. It's time to go and get this started and get it jumping, man. So y'all know I love both fighters, respected them. They men, you know what I'm saying, and I'm happy for their success. But easy finna go in, right? Tank, where you at? Where you at? Because we ain't heard nothing but excuses from you when it comes to fighting Shakur Stevenson, man. First thing you go to talk about, how did he look? How did he look? What did he do? He has no defense. He has this. But like Devin Haney said, they say a lot of things, but let's fight. What's up, Jackson? They say a lot of things, but let's fight, Tank. And you are doing that when it comes to Shakur Stevenson. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this. One of the reasons Tank don't want to rematch Lamont Roach because Lamont Roach ain't intimidated by Tank. That's why that fight was such a good fight. How you doing? Jalen, how you doing? That's why Tank don't really want that rematch because Lamont Roach does not fear Tank. Most of the fights that Tank get in, most of the fighters fear him since they see the knockouts. They see, him punishing guys in the ring and they get in there and they get nervous. They get scared. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Hype up the video. Please hit the like button. So they get in there and they already nervous, scared. Frank Martin was one of them. Frank Martin was explaining and you know what I'm saying, trying to cop please with Tank. And all the hours out there talking, he undefeated, he bigger than he muscular. That ain't got nothing to do with no boxing, man. All right. Lamont Roach, Frank Martin was good on paper. Frank Martin started boxing at 17 years old. Tank had been boxing since he was 6 and 7. He got about 10, 11 years experience over him. His IQ was too much greater than Frank Martin's. So it's really time for Tank to step up. Y'all see the face of boxing, right? Look like Shakur sliding on into that spot. It look like Shakur sliding on into that spot. Now, when it comes down to them, who do I think will win? I think Tank can't mess with Shakur at all. I think Tank can't mess with Shakur at all. Even as skillful, as deadly as Tank is, y'all got to look at it like this. Yes, I'm okay. Y'all got to think about it like this. Look, T.O. has the same thing that Tank has, right? agility, athleticism, power in both hands, could move. I didn't say they fought the same. Listen to what I'm saying. I didn't say they fought the same. I say he has the same attribute: athleticism, power, this and that. Tank is shorter. Tank arm is shorter. So y'all got to remember that he creates distance. So if he creates distance the way we just saw what he did against Teofimo, tell me, and anybody who watching boxing, tell me, or who watch boxing, tell me, how is it that he's going to penetrate that with Shakur Stevenson? How is Tank going to get through there and be able to beat up on Shakur Stevenson the way we just seen Shakur Stevenson fight Teofimo Lopez? No, Teofimo Lopez is not Tank Davis. Hey, how everybody doing? No, he is not Tank Davis. But how do you see Tank beating that? He can't, in my opinion. Shakur is too focused, creates too much distance, his reflexes are great, as you've seen. His counterpunching ability is great. If you make a mistake, you're gonna pay with Shakur Stevenson. The same thing with Tank. Same thing with Tank. One thing I seen about Tank that I love about Tank, you cannot throw the same multiple punches at Tank over and over. He's gonna count you. If you keep throwing a jab at Tank like he did Leo Santa Cruz, and you see what happened with Leo, keep throwing the same punch repeatedly at Tank and see if you ain't gonna be laid out on the mat. Like, I give Tank his full credit, y'all, but Tank ain't done nothing in the sport of boxing, y'all. Especially at 135, y'all. They said this themselves. Picture this now. And this made me laugh when I first heard it, because I said they don't even know what they did. They said Tank Davis creates superstars. Listen to what they said now. Tank Davis creates superstars. So that means the guys that he's fighting are nobodies. That means this is a guy who was nobody, who nobody knew, all of a sudden became a superstar when Tank fought them. So that means what? Being real. That means the guys that he fighting don't nobody know, and they push him up to a certain level, and then all of a sudden they become mega stars. Lamont Roach, Isaac Cruz, Hector Luis Garcia. We didn't know them people. We didn't know them people. And if you sit up here, if you lying and say, oh, I was an avid Lamont Roach fan, I was an avid Isaac Cruz fan, especially if you ain't Mexican, or I was an avid Hector Luis Garcia, especially if you ain't Cuban, man, stop it. You didn't know them people. You didn't know them people. Just tell the truth. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Tank makes superstars. But Tank is in a position now where it's time to step up, Tank. It's time to step up. Look at him out of all the other fighters without a rehydration clause, what he did to Ryan Garcia. He ain't fought T.O. yet. He ain't fought Devin Haney was the first fighter Tank should have went after. He had the belts. Have you ever heard Tank call out Devin Haney? Tank said he had a hit list. Tank said he had a hit list. It seemed like the people on his hit list are at lower weights, or guys that we know he can beat. Why ain't nobody on your hit list that's a 50-50 fight, Tank? Why ain't nobody on your list that we feel like, hey, Tank could really lose this fight? Well, it's on a level playing field. His IQ just like yours. He started boxing when he was a kid. Shakur, T.O., Devin, Richardson Hitchens, many other boxers who started when they was like, why you don't get in the ring with most of them? You did last time, but that was a cherry pick that went wrong. You did that with Lamont Roach, and then you went out there, they didn't Lamont Roach, I guess, didn't push you to that level that they say you really on, because Calvin them always say that, oh, the problem with Tank is we haven't seen a fighter that could push him to that level yet. But then you get in the ring with a Lamont Roach who you was going punch for punch with, and we didn't see no other level. So, well, I'm saying this to the Tank fans. I'm saying this to anybody who see this with Tank. Where was the other levels? Why he didn't boost up to a Super Saiyan like y'all say he gonna do when he in a tough fight? Because we ain't get none of that. We ain't get that, and we ain't get no rematch for it either. Now, if he gonna rematch somebody, but you know how Tank fans do, they're gonna justify it and say, "Oh, Pit Bull is a more exciting fight." No, the Lamont Roach rematch is a better exciting fight. We got to see punches landed. We didn't see no hugging and grabbing. We seen counter punching. We seen good boxing that fight. All right, we seen good boxing that fight. So ain't no need to go to no Isaac Cruz, man. Either you gonna fight Lamont Roach or we got to see a Shakur Stevenson fight, and he can't beat Shakur Stevenson, y'all. He can't do it. He can't do it. Let me see what y'all saying out here. Let me see what y'all saying. Thank everybody for tuning in. If those who watching, please hit the like button, share the videos, hype the videos. Easy trying to get out there, man. I'm trying to give them that good work, that easy work. All right, let me see. PA, what's up with you, my brother? All right, Tank versus Shakur. I don't know if we will see that. I would love if it happens. Shakur has improved and seems like his hand injury has healed up good. If we don't see it, it's because of Tank. That's why we ain't seen it. It ain't both of them on a. This ain't the Errol Spence Terrence Crawford situation. Ain't no across the streets. Ain't no, oh, the money ain't right. Oh, it's on. Oh, he ain't never did pay-per-view, which they're gonna be, Tank issues, and when it's time to make the fight. When next time Tank do an interview, y'all gonna see the crying and the bitching that Tank be doing when it's time to talk about Shakur Stevenson. You say he has no skills for real, no defense. You say he lack this, you lack that, but yet you won't get in the ring with him because he knows he ain't gonna win. Just like when y'all sit up and talk about Devin. Devin beat, if Bill Haney and them left with the money. Do y'all remember that? Well, that sparring situation where Adrian Broner was talking about some Tank was out of shape. Tank was out of shape. Do y'all know that Bill Haney and them left with that money because Devin Haney got the best of Tank? That them videos that they showing y'all are being edited to make it look like Tank was really beating up on Devin Haney. But Bill Haney and them and Braun and them admitted that Bill Haney and Devin walked away with the money in that sparring match. So that means Tank didn't beat up on Devin. Which is why you never hear Tank even mention Devin Haney's name. Why? Just to the Tank fans, you can hear me criticize and say everything in the world about Tank, but this is the questions y'all got to ask yourselves. Why hasn't he fought either of them? Of course, y'all gonna bring up Ryan. Of course, y'all gonna say, "Oh, he fought Ryan Garcia," but look at the situation he fought Ryan Garcia under. He fought Ryan Garcia under a catch weight and a rehydration clause. Okay, we let him slide with that. That's on your resume. You beat Ryan. You took his O. Okay, but when you gonna step up and go and challenge what y'all call the five kings of y'all new era? When we gonna see a Richard Hitchison fight, or Antoine Russell fight, or Raymond Mortella fight? When we gonna see an Andy Cruz fight, a Floyd Schofield who been your mandatory? Zapata fight. You duck Tevin Farmer. You duck Vasil Lomachenko. You've been ducking Gary Russell Jr. for years. Gary Russell been on you and wanted to beat you up for years. He talked more shit about you than a little bit. But you supposed to be this gangster, Tank. You supposed to be the gangster, Tank. You always say, "Oh, we'll shut this down and shut that down." But Tank, when it's time to get in that ring with somebody who could beat you, we don't hear nothing. Ain't no talks about it. All we hear is, "What has he done?" I seen one video I tried to make so bad about him sitting there crying and bitching, talking about some, "Y'all want me to lose." That was the same way they did Floyd. People got tired of seeing Floyd, and then the next thing you know, people start hating him. Tank, don't nobody hate you. Stop that crybaby shit. Don't nobody hate you, Tank. We love to see you fight, Tank. I love to see you fight, Tank. We just want to see you in a challenging fight. That's all. We don't want you to go back down and wait picking and cherry picking and then get embarrassed when your cherry pick go wrong and you scared to rematch him. That's all we want to do, Tank. We don't want to see, hey, losing happiness. Look at T.O. T.O. stepped up and did his best. And I still will ride and watch a Teofimo Lopez fight just for the fact that Teofimo gave it a chance and went out there and tried to fight Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney, in fact, is a statue to show y'all that you can lose and come back and be on top as fighters. Devin lost. Yeah, they took his oath, but we all know Devin lost. We don't, and then speak on this. Keyshawn Davis on the clip I seen beat up a guy on steroids. One of his hardest fights, he said. Frank Martin beat Michelle Rivera on steroids. It wasn't the steroids that got Devin Haney's ass whooped. Which I don't believe Ryan took steroids personally. I don't believe it. Even Tank didn't believe it. I didn't believe he do it. It wasn't Osterine, the little bit that they found that whooped Devin Haney's ass, y'all. It was the fact that Ryan wasn't scared of Devin and they had fought so many times. And he did exactly how you're supposed to beat Devin Haney. You catch him when he's opening up. You stay in close quarters with Devin, and when he starts swinging, you start swinging too. That's why Devin lost to Ryan Garcia. Because steroids don't change your fighting ability and what you have. Yeah, it may make you speed, may make you stronger. But if you go back and you watch that fight, Devin was getting clipped because Ryan knew when to clip Devin. That's what they ain't telling you. That's why I got Ryan, if they fight in a rematch, which would be great. It will have the 2 belts at 147, Ryan versus Devin. I'm still going for Ryan, even after the loss to Riley Romero, because I think Ryan just got Devin Haney number now. I just think he got his number now. Let me finish reading. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Tank didn't give us the Tevin Farmer fight. I just mentioned that. He didn't give you no Lomachenko fight either. He don't give you no fights that's worth something. Only the fights he give you is to keep the knockout thing going, to keep the hype going. But all us really know that he's not challenging himself and giving us the fights we want to see. You see what I'm saying? So, ain't no hate on him. We just tell the truth over here on Easy Work Boxing. We just tell the truth. Devin, Shakur, and T.O. resumes are better than Tank's, and they are younger. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And they are younger. And Tank is almost 30-0 and ain't fought nobody for real. Who y'all gonna say? Pedraza? Okay, Pedraza. Frank Martin? Okay. I'm talking about that's real potential guys that we could have thought that he could have lost, or most of y'all thought that he could have lost. Pedraza, Frank Martin, and Leo Santa Cruz. 30-some fights. 3 people. Never been unified. Never. Never held 2 belts. 30-some fights. Never been undisputed. 30-some fights. Devin did it way before that, before 30 fights. Then accomplished way more than Tank. Then fought way better competition than Tank. T.O. done fought way better competition than Tank. Shakur Stevenson has now fought way better competition than Tank. But yet he's still the face of boxing. We ain't worried about what he's doing in his life outside of boxing. They ain't got nothing to do with boxing right now. They ain't got nothing to do with boxing. We ain't talking about that. We talking about why hasn't Tank given us the fights that we want? When are you going to fight Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis? Y'all schedule was clear. You ain't in jail. You out on bond. You can still fight. Floyd did it. Floyd fought and then went to jail. Diego Corrales fought Floyd Mayweather, if I ain't mistaken, and went to prison the next day. Diego Corrales fought Floyd and went to prison the next day. So you can most definitely give you a fight. You need the money. And I mean, not that I need some money too. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, y'all support the channel. You know what I'm saying? Show some love. I need some money too. You need the money. Who don't need some extra money? You know Turkey will pay you. Turkey been trying to get you over there. But you've been on duck season. You seen what your homeboys just got? They just got 9 million. You think Turkey wouldn't pay you 10, $20 million to get in the ring with Shakur Stevenson? $20 million to fight Shakur Stevenson? That's your biggest fight out here being talked about right now. Why don't you go and make that money? That's the question y'all need to be asking Tank. Tank, they willing to pay you good money to fight Shakur. Why won't you fight Shakur? Don't say nothing about what Shakur said. Don't go with no gossiping. Don't go with no talk or nothing. Don't go with no lifting Shakur in front of him. Just ask him a simple question. The biggest fight of your career right now where you can make the most money is Shakur Stevenson. This is the fight that everybody want to see. Why won't you fight Shakur Stevenson? The fans of Tank Davis, ask yourself this. The ones who get on your channel and y'all probably watching now and say, this dude don't know what the hell he talking about. Ask yourself this. Y'all always say it's about the business, right? Whenever we can't get the fights that we want to get and y'all favorite fighter might get his ass kicked, the first thing y'all might say, oh, you have to understand it's a business. They're prize fighters. Tank, you're a prize fighter, right? You're a prize fighter, right? Your most lucrative fight right now is Shakur. Why won't you do it? When you gonna step up to the plate? Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 duck, 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 duck. Y'all know what's going on, man. This is why I want to ask everybody who watching this right now. If you whether you hate Shakur, see, a lot of y'all think because I be saying certain stuff that I'm riding with this fighter. Keith Thurman, my favorite fighter for the record. But this is why I want to ask y'all. The Shakur Stevenson we saw fight Teofimo Lopez. Do y'all think Tank could beat that? I got 12 people watching right now. 1 yes, no 2. 1 yes, no 2. And you will, hey, y'all know how I do on my channel. Just tell your opinion on why. But who the Shakur Stevenson we saw fight Teofimo Lopez, do you think Tank Davis can beat that? Put a 1 for yes, 2 for no. I got to get a lighter. Hold up. Put a 1 yes and a 2 for no, y'all. Hit that like button, hype the video. Hit that like button, hype the video. Okay. I see a lot of tools coming up there. So maybe I ain't crazy. Maybe I'm not crazy, huh? Maybe y'all see what I see. Also, I want y'all to tell me, why do you think that whoever wins this fight, that's something I need everybody to do. Whether you're a Tank fan, Shakur's fan, tell me why you think either one of them wins or loses this fight. Two, 1. I got Tank by KO. If he catches him straight, I can respect that. Tank got the power, but I think the power has to land. That's what a lot of people are misunderstanding. Y'all also are forgetting the fact that this is one of the most best defensive fighters in his era of boxing right now. The most untouched boxer out there. Tank is way short. I ain't gonna say way shorter. Tank is shorter. Reach is shorter. So that means Tank is gonna have to get a little bit closer, right? But this wouldn't what y'all ain't thinking about it. Y'all seeing it and saying, oh, Tank gonna get in there. But when have you ever seen a fighter get in there? When have you ever seen Shakur allow a fighter to break that distance and get in there besides Zepeda? Because he chose to fight like that. When the best punch option that Tank got is the right hook because both of them southpaws, which means he'll be this way and Shakur will be the same way towards him. His best punch will be the right hook or the straight left hand. Now that's going to be real difficult when somebody creating distance and they reach longer than yours, which means what you're going to have to do some that you shouldn't do to try to get in there. Tank will not beat Shakur Stevenson, y'all. He won't beat him. Devin Haney, yeah, he'll knock out T.O. He'll knock out T.O. and Devin. Tank will knock out T.O. and Devin. But he ain't going to beat Shakur Stevenson. Think about this. Out of all the names they mention, why is it when they mention Shakur, he just get upset? They mention Devin name. They mention other fighters' name. He don't say nothing. But when they mention Shakur, it's like they said somebody's mama. He gets very upset when the Shakur is mentioned in front of him. That's because he know he can't beat Shakur. What y'all talking about him for? What y'all bringing up his name for? Why y'all keep mentioning this dude with me? Because you a fighter? Because we want to see the fight between you and him? That's why they mentioning it? That's why people bringing it up? Because we want to see y'all go at it? It's funny how Tank fans also say this too. Tank the face of boxing, but the face of boxing can't make no fights that we want to see. Oh, it's a business. It's a business. Tank just fight who in front of him. Y'all still believe that Floyd Mayweather bullshit? Or I just fight who they put in front of me. You mean to tell me the face of boxing, like Canelo was recently the face of boxing before he was dethroned by Terrence? You mean to tell me the face of boxing can't make a fight happen? That ain't the face of boxing then. Listen to what I said. You mean to tell me that the face of boxing can't fight the top elite competition and he's supposed to be the face of boxing? Why not? And he's supposed to be the face. There must be a lot of mascara on that face or something. He must be made up or something. He must be, well, I mean, what's up? How you the face of boxing and every time you can't make the fights, but every time it's time to pick somebody who we don't know or care about. Oh, Tank Davis will be fighting this March. Every time it's somebody we don't know, Tank Davis will be fighting December. Every time it's somebody you go pick from another way, Tank Davis will be fighting this weekend. But when it's time to fight a Shakur, when it's time to fight a Devin, when it's time to fight a T.O., y'all fans say, oh, it's a business. Damn. Damn. And it's a business where if you fight what the public wants you to fight, that means you get a big reward, right? Right? Because it's a business, right? Ain't that what y'all scream? So if you fight the fight that everybody want to see, you're going to get a big reward. So why is Tank not getting the big rewards? Why is Tank not getting the big rewards, y'all? These just questions. I just want Tank fans. These questions y'all got to ask y'allself. These questions y'all got to ask y'allself. Tank is a creative character made by Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd Mayweather. Tank wouldn't be where he at if it weren't for Floyd Mayweather with his arm around him. We'd have probably found out about Tank with the level of competition that Tank is fighting. We would have probably really heard about Tank his 24th fight. With who and what he's fought, well, now Leo Santa Cruz would have really brought him up there. The Leo Santa Cruz, that would have brought him up a little bit. But I'm talking about as far as a star in boxing, we'd have heard about Tank by 4 or 5 years ago. Because he don't fight nobody to be a superstar. Y'all, matter of fact, I hear y'all talk about Terrence Crawford, and some of y'all out here, y'all fans say that Terrence Crawford only fought 2 elite fighters. Tank ain't fought none. Tank ain't fought none. Never unified. Ain't never challenged another fighter in his other weight class and took their belt. Ain't never standed 10 toes down in a weight class. Nothing. Nothing. Y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. It don't cost you nothing to hit the like button. Also support the channel, man. Support the channel. Hit the hype button. Hit the hype button. Hit the like button. Let me see. I gotta read these comments. Deshaun, what's up with you? PA, I gotta read y'all comments. Box. All Tank gotta do is land that big left foot. See, this is when you know y'all don't know what you. Power has to land, my G. Power gotta land. Just because you throwing power don't mean it's gonna hit some. Tank got to land with that power, y'all. Y'all keep talking about power. T.O. had power. You remember his dad saying, "Where's your power, man?" Hey, that's what they're gonna be screaming. "Where's your power, Tank? Where's your power?" That's what y'all know what time it is. Y'all take y'all know he ain't finna go that way. Look, watch this. Ain't neither one of them got no fight lined up right now. I bet you. Tank gonna keep ducking. He finna keep making some excuses on why he can't fight shit, why he ain't gonna fight Shakur Stevenson. Watch this. Both of them ain't got no fights lined up. Y'all know that, right? Ain't nothing but space and opportunity right now. Space and opportunity, Tank. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna go for the big prize, Tank? You gonna go for that big bread, that Texas toast, Tank? You gonna go get that cheese, Tank? You gonna step in the ring and you gonna fight Shakur Stevenson? Or you gonna go back and you gonna, well, I can respect the Lamont Rose rematch. Or you gonna go and fight Cruz, an easier fight for you. That's what you gonna do, ain't? That's what you keep screaming. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do, y'all. Let me see. I think Shakur wins in points. Tank got power. I want to see this fight for sure. Me too, bro. Me too. Haney is big and has range. Tank ain't beat him. Tank ain't gonna beat him that easy. He just dropped Norman. No one thought he could do that. Yeah, he dropped Norman. You know what I'm saying? He showed, I think it was more of his punching, and he was punching through. See, that's something that's going on in sport bodies too. Ain't nobody getting knocked out because these fighters, they don't punch through their opponent. They on this point system, sissy shit. They don't want to punch through their opponent like the Crunk Gym with Emmanuel Stewart. Emmanuel Stewart used to teach his fighters to punch through people. That's why they used to get all them knockouts in the Crunk Gym. No, you punch through them. Now that Shakur and them just want to beat you up. A lot of these fighters don't have the killer instinct no more. Terrence gone. I think Keyshawn Davis got the killer instinct. David Benavidez, Antoine Gary Russell. Tank got the killer instinct, but unfortunately, we see it against low level competition. A lot of these fighters, they don't have the killer instinct no more. They want to go out there and finesse and I say Shakur one of them. They want to finesse and look good, and I want to look pretty with this jab, and I want to look pretty throwing this jab. I want to look like Floyd throwing this hook. I want to shoulder roll like Floyd, and they want to look pretty. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to go out there and commit to no punches, and try to punch through a guy and knock him out. That's why we ain't seeing no knockouts, y'all. We on this point system, this amateur stylish, looking boxing. Haney is big and has okay, I just read that. Tank has yet to face a top ranked pound for pound fighter. They scared to put him in the real arena because they know it's gonna happen. Y'all got to go back and think. Tank lose most of his rounds. If he can't knock you out, he'd have been lost 2-3 fights by now. Imagine if Tank was pillow fisted. Will we be talking about Tank right now? Now, the sad thing about it is we say that Shakur and Devin is pillow fisted. But look what they doing. What if Tank was pillow fisted? Would Tank be undefeated? I just get it to y'all real, man. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. I just get it to you real. If Tank didn't have no power, would he still be undefeated? If he had no power, like they say Devin and Shakur have no power, would Tank still be undefeated? Now, you put up here, you know you a damn lie. I ain't even at the bottom yet. I can't wait till I get to the bottom. You put up here, you know you lying. So Ryan Garcia is somebody we don't know. No, Ryan Garcia is somebody we know, but look how he won it. You had the advantage. You had the man on the catch weight and the rehydration clause. Damn, Tank. The only reason we give him credit is so people won't say we ain't giving him no credit. Y'all know he didn't really deserve no damn credit, this boy, on the rehydration clause and the catch weight. But you could go up to 140 and fight Mario Barrios, who gave you that title for free. Who y'all scouted and knew couldn't make 140 no more. But he went up to 140 and fought Mario Barrios and put Ryan Garcia on a rehydration clause. Ryan Garcia wasn't no damn 140 pounder. One Ryan Garcia at 135, wasn't no need for that. But what he wanted, he got the advantage and he won. We give Tank credit for Ryan Garcia because we don't want to hear y'all crying and bitching about not giving him the credit he really don't deserve. He really don't. That's like a no contest on his resume to me. And that ain't not a hate or nothing. I don't hate. I don't got nothing. That ain't not. That's like a no contest to me. That wasn't no fair fight. That wasn't no fair fight. How am I gonna give you a fair fight? That's like going in the ring and, I'm gonna tie out one of your hands and make the best man win. Oh, we gonna tie your feet together, make the best man win. What the hell? Come on, man. Y'all, you don't deserve no credit for no damn Ryan Garcia. And that's just being real. And I ain't saying it. I could have seen if Tank would have put Ryan on just a catch weight. But you put this man on a catch weight and a rehydration. And y'all want to give him credit? He deserves credit for that. Hey, it's on his resume, he got it. But I'm just saying, when you break it down, how it really is supposed to be broken down, come on, Tank. Come on, Tank. Let me see. Let me keep reading. Thank y'all for tuning in. Those who are tuning in, please hit that like button. Tank won't be able to run for too long. I think he's going to have to fight those big nights. It looked like Tank can run forever. He's a runner. He's a track. Tank that made it to 30 fights and ain't fought no pound for pound, no elite fighter one time yet. It looked like he's doing the best running he can do. After all this time, I've been saying the same thing. I think, they got Tank cornered in. Tank finna have to fight somebody. Who Tank finna fight? Hector Luis Garcia. Oh, we got him. Tank cornered in again. Oh, who Tank finna fight? It's time to fight somebody. Who Tank finna fight? Isaac Cruz. Oh, Tank finna fight again. Oh, we finna see some knockouts. Who Tank finna fight next? Come on, Tank. Who you finna fight? Who next, Tank? Lamont Roach. The face of boxing. The face of boxing. We ain't getting none of that. Now, let me keep reading. Tank is equally as skilled. Yes, Tank. No, hold up. So I want to get this understood when I say this. I'm not saying Tank ain't equally skilled as Shakur. When I talk about fights, I ain't just talking to y'all because I'm just saying it. Oh, I'm just a Shakur fanboy, and I'm just Shakur Tank can't beat Shakur. No, I'm visually simulating. When I predict fights, I visually simulate it. Shorter guy, shorter reach. T.O. just had the same things that Tank got. No, T.O. is not Tank, but he has the same things: speed, power, agility, athleticism. He just shut that shit down like it wasn't nothing. Nothing. Y'all seen what he just did to a two-time lineal champion. T.O. ain't nobody. So when I'm visualizing, I'm looking at another southpaw and another southpaw, and one fighter is shorter, one fighter has lesser reach, and I know one fighter creates distance to the point where you can't touch him. So the question I'm saying to y'all, how is Tank gonna be able to get in there to penetrate that with a fighter that lean back, with a fighter that he control? Y'all just seen it. We ain't making this up. He literally controlled T.O. the entire fight. He controlled T.O. T.O. been boxing the same amount of time Tank has. No, T.O. ain't Tank. I'm talking about the fact that these boys been growing up and been doing this sport since they were kids together. Years and years, building IQ, building skills set, building fundamentals. And Shakur went out there and just made one of them look like he just started boxing when he was damn 13, when he was 21. And y'all think Tank. Now let me ask y'all this, but hey, you can't do the triangle effect, right? Would Shakur Stevenson beat Lamont Roach ass? Huh? Would Shakur Stevenson beat Lamont Roach ass? Would Shakur Stevenson beat Lamont Roach's ass? I'm asking y'all. Uh-huh. The Tank fans who on here, would he? Shakur Stevenson. All right. I ain't asked you a style make fights. We understand. We all boxing fans. We know styles make fights. Answer the question. Would Shakur Stevenson whoop Lamont Roach ass? Simple, period. Okay. But Shakur can't whoop Tank ass. And you got to remember one thing I was just saying about the fact that this is a fighter who came up and been boxing since a kid too. Who he struggled with? Who Tank struggled with? Another fighter. Tank struggled with another fighter who been boxing since they was a little boy too. IQ, learning the fundamentals young, seasoning, amateur boxing, fighting this person, fighting that person, learning different things as a kid of the sport of boxing. And he had a tough fight with who? Lamont Roach. Shakur Stevenson gonna beat Tank ass, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I put, and it gonna be easy. Listen, this is what I'm saying, y'all. Look what I'm saying. Tank has IQ and listen to what I'm saying. Tank has IQ and skills as well. We were saying the same thing about T.O., right? Even though T.O. is not Tank. Even though T.O. ain't Tank. Two-time linear champion. Couldn't do nothing. Couldn't do nothing. No, T.O. is not Tank. He gonna beat Tank ass, I'm telling y'all. Yeah, you can't use that. Shakur main problem with Tank is hoping that Tank don't slip under his punches. Don't slip under his punches or get to the body. Exactly, Chris James. And he know that's one of the ways, only way Tank could get to him. So what are you gonna do, Chris? His main focus is gonna be on what in that fight? Creating distance. Creating distance. Tank the shorter fighter, shorter reach. All Shakur has to do is create distance and box like he did T.O. OV. Done. Done. Now, I ain't no Tank hater. I said he'll knock out Devin Haney. He'll knock out T.O. Man, I'm telling you, y'all forgot Tank has feet. Feet ain't gonna have nothing to do. Feet gonna have something to do with it. As far as because Tank does have, and that's a good point you just made. I like that. Mad. Yes, he does have good feet. And those good feet are gonna be used to try to get in the inside. But the question I'm asking y'all, what y'all are not talking about, will he be able to get in there? See, y'all just saying, oh, he got good feet. But I'm asking you, will he be able to get in there and penetrate Shakur's defense? Will he be able to get in there and knock Shakur out? When you look at it logically, I'm talking about don't be a fan of neither one of them. Just look at it logically. Don't be a fan of either one. Tell him again. D, tell him again. This ain't Frank Martin, y'all. This ain't Frank Martin, y'all. That's what they see. That's what they think. That's what I'm trying to tell them. D, you get what I'm saying. And I ain't saying don't nobody else get what I'm saying, but D Young, you understand what I'm trying to tell them. Shakur ain't Frank Martin. He ain't Lamont Roach. Tank will punch through that guard. We'll see. We thought T.O. was gonna do that too. And y'all don't get it twisted. Hey, I'm going. Hey, I say Shakur beat Tank, but at the end of the day, a fight I gotta see with Shakur Stevenson. Why Shakur saying, "Oh, don't nobody want to fight him? Everybody duck him." And Shakur, what's up with Shock? What's up with old Shock and Foster, man? I don't want to. Let me tell you something. To the Shakur Stevenson fanboys, I don't want to hear nothing. If he don't keep the belt at 140 and unified 140, if he go back to 135, Shakur, what's up with old Shock and Foster? I got to see it. You say everybody ducking you. You say don't nobody want to fight you. Shakur want to fight you. Shakur want to fight you, bro. All that talking about some this man broke and all that broke talk. Talking about some you gonna get your little homeboy Ford to fight him, or if you fight Ford, then no. See, easy to keep it real over here. That's what y'all don't be understanding. Easy to keep it real over here. Do I think you can beat Tank? Yeah. I think you can beat Tank? Yeah. But I got to see Shakur Foster. You get in that ring now, boy. I got to see y'all get in that ring now, boy. MC Shakur would never fight a black fighter his size. Never. Keyshawn is a dog. He can get in a dog fight. He can box. Yeah, Keyshawn the animal in the ring. I told you, Keyshawn got that killer instinct, man. You just see it in him. You know, what he do outside the ring, I dislike. Like when he was lying about mental health and somehow he was drinking and all that, and they found out he was lying. I don't like that about Keyshawn, but when it comes down to fighting, Keyshawn is an old school style fighter. Killer instinct intact. Ain't moving, ain't running from you in the ring, bringing it to you old school style. I like Keyshawn Davis. I just don't like what he be doing outside the ring. Why ain't nobody calling out De Los Santos? Because they remember what De Los Santos did to Valenzuela. That's why Keyshawn went out there and put on them extra pounds. He a high risk, low reward. Because De Los Santos beat the brakes off one of their. That's why they don't want to go messing with no De Los Santos. There's one reason and one reason only y'all think should be no size. The hell is you talking about? Size. One Frank Martin bigger than Tank? Physically bigger than him? It ain't size, it's skill. I ain't saying that because no size. I'm saying it off skill. If you've been listening this whole time and you think I was talking about because he was bigger, no. Yeah, but he free mind. Keyshawn got that killer instinct like Bud. We ain't got a lot of fighters like that no more, man. Shakur ain't got killer instinct. Shakur don't have killer instinct. He just want to beat you up. Notice what he say. He don't never say, I'm gonna knock you out. He say, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat you up. He ain't intending to knock nobody. He don't got killer instinct. Devin ain't got killer instinct. T.O. got killer instinct. Shakur is 2 times. Oh, Lord. Here it come. Hey, D. That go to that. That's what it's finna be. Y'all, Shakur bigger than Tank. Shakur bigger than Tank. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. Hey, that's how Sergey Kovalev used to do Donnie. Who was it? Donnie Steves. Whenever they used to mention the Donnie Steves' name, like quack, 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 quack. Duck move. Y'all know that boy ain't finna run up on no Shakur, man. That boy ain't finna run up on Shakur Stevenson, man. If Kerr would throw his hands more, I'd call him Sweet Pernell Wilker, but I can't. If he threw them hands more and intentionally wanted to knock you out like he had T.O. at the end of that fight, man. If he had that killer instinct, beautiful fighter, well all around fighter. Shakur is a bad boy, y'all. But that killer instinct, it just ain't there. It don't seem. It just ain't there. Here you go. They're bigger than Tank talk. Now he bigger than Tank. Now he bigger than Tank. They both went to 140 one time. What you talking about in height? He bigger. Height and reach ain't got nothing to do with it, right? Height and reach ain't got nothing to do with it. Shakur the MLL. Oh man. Chris says Shakur is the MLK of boxing, non-violent. Oh man, that's funny right there. That's a funny one. Them two, they best punch is gonna be them. They right hooks in that fight. They best punch is gonna be they right hooks, y'all, because both of them southpaws. I just don't see. I just don't see nothing. I don't see nothing Tank can do, y'all. When I'm looking at it in my head, I'm talking about skill for skill, right in front of each other. Nah. If Shakur was one dimensional, yeah. If Shakur was one dimensional and didn't have the defense he have, I'll be riding with Tank. I say Tank can get him, but nah, he can't. He can't, y'all. He can't. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be another sad. Like y'all was going for T.O. How y'all was going for Tank. Y'all gonna all that power talk. I'm telling you. Now the question we can say, and this is gonna be a good one right here, y'all. Has Tank fought someone like Shakur? Has Tank fought someone like Shakur, y'all? And when I say like Shakur, I mean skill set, top level competition, elite fighter, top echelon fighter, creme de la creme fighter. Has Tank fought a Shakur Stevenson? Now ask this question. Has Shakur Stevenson fought a Tank? Has Shakur Stevenson fought a Tank? And by Tank, I mean a high level fighter, creme de la creme, same attributes, fast, power, speed. Has Shakur Stevenson fought a Tank Davis? We just keep it real over here, man. We just keep it real over here. Tank a hell of a fighter. I like Tank, man. But like I said, he knocked Devin Haney out. He knocked T.O. out. Tank knocked a lot of you guys out. I love to see him versus Gary Antoine Russell too. I love to see Tank versus Gary Antoine, even though I think Gary Antoine Russell put that work on his ass. I ain't saying that Gary Antoine Russell, you know, as far as a skillful boxer, I'm talking a skillful boxer. You know, Gary Antoine Russell have a problem with you. But you go in there trading with Gary Antoine Russell, it's your ass. You better be doing a whole bunch of boxing, moving, maneuvering, whatever you got to do against Gary Antoine. He an old school fighter too. Gary Antoine Russell, old school. David Benavidez, old school. Usyk, old school. Derek Chisora, old school. Sean Porter, old school. Keith Thurman, old school. Shakur, hold on, let me see. Shakur defense is great moving back and forth. Great head movement. Only thing I got to say, can Shakur take real power and keep going? That's a good question. I mean, since he's a fighter that we've never seen, you know, have to take power, you know what I'm saying? It's a good question of if he were to get hit with a good shot, could he take it? Don't know. But the fact of that remain, we ain't never had to see him take no good shot like that to even question it. That's the point. You feel me? We ain't never had to see him take now. And that's the major point I'm saying about this fight. We ain't seen Shakur have to take no good punches from nobody because he ain't have to, because he don't allow it. So my question is to the Tank fans, how do y'all see him getting through that? Without getting damaged or knocked out or hurt himself? How do y'all see him penetrating that defense or Shakur? What, he gonna go to the body first? He gonna start at the body? What is he gonna do? I'm just saying, what is he going to do? He said Gary has no footwork. No, Gary don't have no footwork, but he gonna try to put his foot in your ass. Nah, Gary Ross ain't got no footwork, but he gonna damn sure try to put his foot in your ass. That's what you got to focus on with Gary. T.O. the type of fighter that comes back harder than a motherfucker after a loss. Yeah. And that's gonna be great to see. It's gonna be great to see because we seen Devin do it. Devin took a loss, even though he went and he acted like a female behind the whole situation, suing people and all this and that. And like I just told y'all, Keyshawn Davis beat a fight on steroids. Frank Martin beat a fight on steroids. It had nothing to do with no damn steroids. Ryan just knew how to beat Devin. Ryan got his number. And I'm going to go for Ryan again. Now, I did think that Devin was going to beat Ryan at 147. T.O. probably, if T.O. move up to a 147, I think he'll beat a Barrios. I don't know, because Barrios at his weight he want to be at now. Barrios ain't just no pushover no more. I don't know. At 147, Shit, he'll probably beat what's that boy named Crockett, whatever the hell his name. He'll probably beat him. Uh, Riley is a good challenge. If Riley will fight T.O. Uh, Devin, y'all know he ain't finna go up there and try Devin. So he been ducking Devin. Like Bill Haney said, see, T.O. took the lesser of two evils, y'all. T.O. thought, well, if I could beat Shakur Stevenson, I could beat Devin Haney. But see, what T.O. didn't know was, see, while you worry about Devin whooping your ass, Shakur been whooping Devin ass for years. See, Bill Haney said he was trying to take the lesser of two evils and fucked around and got the more evil. And he fucked around and found out who was really evil, and that was Shakur. So he ain't gonna go and lose to Devin. See, what they really should have did is call somebody and talk to them. Well, they know what Shakur was capable of. They've been boxing around Shakur for years. They know what he was capable of. But like Bill said, he just thought he was gonna take the lesser of two evils. Or I'm not gonna fight Devin, but I believe I can beat Shakur. And not knowing that Shakur been beating on Devin ass like a stepbrother for years. And he ran over there and he fucked around and he found out. Brian Norman Jr. versus T.O. Now that would be a good fight. Both of them coming off a loss. That would be a good fight. I pick T.O. Brian Norman Jr. versus T.O. I got T.O. all day, y'all. T.O. all day. No, nothing to take away from the champ, former champ, Brian Norman Jr., but nah. That last fight showed a lot of wrong with him. That last fight showed he needed a lot of help. And I don't think Derrick James gonna give it to him, y'all. I don't think Derrick James gonna be the one to give it to him. He need a lot of help. That dad left a lot of holes in that boy game, smothering his offense. Did y'all see the way he kept smothering himself on Devin Haney? When he should have been creating distance when Devin Haney would be up against the rope and go to, trying to throw combinations, he would throw punches and literally throw punches and land on Devin Haney physically with his body. And I'm like, why you keep getting them on the ropes and then you got an opportunity to throw combinations and you throw one or two punches and lay on them? Smothering his punches, no defense. It's just relying on that power. What everybody be talking about, power. He has power. He has good power. And when that power don't land, that's a good point factor right there. That fight right there. When that power don't land, what happens? When that power don't land, somebody end up out there getting their ass whooped who you thought wasn't gonna get their ass whooped. You see, where T.O., I gotta say it again, where T.O. dad was out there yelling, "Where's your power? Where's your power?" Their power don't mean shit. There's a lot of power. Deontay Wilder got dethroned. Even though, Tyson Fury cheated that first fight. Everybody know he cheated. You'd be a liar if you say Tyson Fury ain't cheat that first fight. But hey, some of the best power punches in the game, they got their ass whooped in that box. So, where's your power? Y'all gonna be hearing that same thing. Him and Tank fight. Where's your power, Tank? Antuanne Russell might be able to stop Shakur, but he gonna have to be like a 15-round fight, like them OG days. But yeah, I could possibly see that. But I'm happy they ain't got that 15 round fight no more. I ain't trying them. Them some real deal fighters. 15 rounds, bro. 15. Hell, Sugar Ray Robinson lost a shot at being, was it light heavyweight champion of the world? Because he was too tired to go out for the 15th round, bro. Was winning every round. I'm talking about Sugar Ray Robinson was winning. He wasn't winning every round, but he was winning on the cards. Sugar Ray Robinson had a chance to be light heavyweight champion of the world. The 15th round, it was so hot, he couldn't even get up and go out there. He was like, fuck that. Fuck that title, man. In my heart, I'm the light heavyweight champion of the world, but I ain't finna go out. Hell no. Hell no. When a man who you know in physically good shape can't go out there because it's that after 50, hell no. I went there. 15 rounds. I went away in hell. Y'all sure riding this Shakur train with no evidence that he can last in the ring with Tank. I ain't riding the Shakur train. I just feel he can beat him. I just feel he can beat him. That's all. I ain't going around with, posters and, and writing Shakur on Instagram and all that. No. We talking about just boxing. Tank duck. We gonna see if Tank duck no one because schedule was open. The schedule was open, man. I bet you any kind of money. I bet you Tank don't fight nobody until Shakur get a fight. Because y'all know if Tank go and pick a fight right now, y'all know what the first question gonna be, right? If it ain't Shakur, you know what the question gonna be, right? Tank, why you ain't fighting Shakur? And then we're gonna have to hear all this Muppet baby ass crying. Oh, hey, why you always mentioning Shakur every time I'm around? Shakur ain't did nothing. Shakur ain't fought nobody. Look at his defense. Shakur ain't got no defense. Shakur ain't never been on pay-per-view. Shakur ain't never hung with Floyd Mayweather. Shakur ain't never did what I done did. Okay, Tank, we understand that. Okay, we see you feel like that. But why? When are you going to fight him, Tank? He's the hottest fighter in your division right now or close to you. That would be a big fight, Tank. That you're a prize fighter, Tank. You will make a lot of money. I'm sure Turkey Al-Ashid to give you guys a lot of money to make that fight happen, Tank. What? Tell Turkey Al-Ashid he got to buy everybody in my family a Lamborghini. Tell Turkey Al-Ashid, in order for me to fight Devin Haney, he got to buy heaven for me. Tell Turkey Al-Ashid if he want me to fight Shakur Stevenson, I want a car from 2065 today. Tell Turkey Al-Ashid if he could make me immortal, then I'll fight Shakur Stevenson. Then what Tank fans gonna say? I feel him. I feel him. I mean, if you can't make him immortal, what are you gonna fight Shakur for? It's a business. It's a business. he ain't making nobody immortal. Turkey don't want to buy that man mom and them no cars. Then what are you gonna fight Shakur for? This the Tank fans. Man, Turk ain't bought him heaven. Turk ain't buy Tank heaven, so what he gotta fight Shakur for? We finna hear, oh, y'all already been on here crying to him. Oh, Shakur is bigger than Tank. Shakur is bigger than Tank. You already seen it. Y'all already heard. Shakur is bigger than Tank. All right. Here it come. Y'all know Tank missed the rehydration clause catch weight. Well, Turk Al Sheed, Turk, tell Shakur Stevenson, if he want to fight me, he got to do what Ryan did. Y'all gonna go forward. I mean, man. Shakur is bigger than Tank though, so why not? I mean, what Shakur said, Shakur don't want to take the rehydration clause in the catch weight. He must be scared then. He must be. You ask Tank fan, hey, is Tank gonna have the advantage in the fight if he take the rehydration clause and it can? It's gonna be a fair fight. Y'all skill versus the Tank fans, hell boy. You talk to a Tank fan, you be like, hey man, why Tank ain't fought such and such? It's a business. They act like they be behind the scenes and shit. Like them Tank fans act like they managers, like they got a boxing promotion company. Hey, why Tank ain't fought nobody yet, bro? Man, it's business, man. A lot of y'all don't know, man. A lot of y'all. Well, what's another thing they do with Tank fights? Man, we gotta build the fight. Man, why would they fight now? Let them build the fight. Get your goof ass off here talking. Don't nobody, hey, this ain't no steak, brother. This ain't no real. This ain't no slab of ribs. We don't need these to marinate. We don't need nothing to marinate. We want it on the grizzle. We want it on the grill smoking right now, bro. We don't want to let no fights marinate. Whenever ask a Tank fan, hey man, why Tank ain't fought this fight yet? Hey man, it's a business, man. You got to build a fight, man. They ain't got no business fighting right now. It wouldn't make sense to fight right now. And y'all be steady on that. Y'all be steady right there listening to that bullshit. It wouldn't make sense for the fight to happen right now. The hell is you talking about? Shakur fights at 135, so does Tank. Shakur started at 126, but Tank fans probably gonna want to. I'm telling y'all where they gonna. As soon as Tank gonna want it. Tell Turk Al-Sheed if he could buy me heaven, I'll fight Shakur Stevenson and buy everybody in my family a car, a Lamborghini, and give me $800 million. I'll fight Shakur Stevenson. Why people gotta do all that, Tank? 55th, was 5'5" Southpaw from Baltimore on boxing. Hey, if I'm saying if he own boxing, show us he run it. Get these dudes, show these dudes out here saying he ducking, he don't want no smoke. The dude that own boxing need to come control some real estate. The dude that own boxing need to come control some real estate. Because it ain't look like he ain't controlling no real estate. Dude control boxing can't make the fights we want to see y'all say when it's fan. Once again, ask Shakur Stevenson fan. Hey man, why the face of boxing can't make the fights we want to see? It's a business, brother. It's a business. We gotta let the fight build. That's a fight we should be seeing 5 years from. No, who want to wait like you got 5 years? Tank fans. Tank fans won't live forever. Who wants to live forever? They'll sit around. They want to wait. Hey, we wait 5 years, 10, 20 years from now. Hey man, it's been 20 years, bro. Why Tank still ain't fought Shakur? Man, it's timing ain't right. Nigga, it's been 20 years. It's been 20 years, man. What is you talking about? It ain't right. We just need to let it marinate a little bit more, man. If that meat ain't tenderized by now, that shit it's falling off the bone, bro. That shit falling off the bone. Them Tank fan boy. Oh Lord. Lord have mercy. The number one pound for pound. Man, y'all, nigga, Tank ain't even on the pound for pound list. I know Tank name better not be on no pound for pound list. Tank ain't even on the pound for pound list. I ain't even on the pound for pound list. Face of boxing. Face of boxing. I know when Tank was knocking out Barrios, and before he started getting in trouble, Shakur wasn't trying to fight Tank then. Man, get the hell out of here. Okay, let's just say that's so. Okay, let's just say that that's so. That's factual what you're saying, Just a Fan TV official. Let's just say that's so. What they got to do with now? That's like a dude coming and slapping you today and you saying, you wouldn't have slapped me 10 years ago. That's like a dude slapping you today and you turn around and say, oh, you want to slap me 10 years ago. Nigga, I slapped your ass today. I slapped you today. We ain't talking about 10 years ago. He has to fight Roach. Tank's name shouldn't be in the conversation of pound for pound list. That's disrespectful. Facts. Smoking on those banana buttercups. Zod Pack. Collard Greens, what's up? He going through legal issues now. His mind, hey, don't nobody want to hear that. I just told y'all. Floyd fought, went to jail. Went straight to jail. Floyd fought, went straight to jail. Diego Corrales fought Floyd, went straight to prison, I think the next day. Diego Corrales went straight to prison the next day. Fort weight division champion, two-time ring belt holder, but he shouldn't be on the pound for pound list. Tell me you're a casual without admitting you're one. For weight division. Oh, let me see. Tank started at what, 126? He had a title. Then he had, oh, you talking about them WBA belts, them Gucci belts. You talking about them Louis Vuitton belts, Tank big. At the upgraded super belts and the official WBA lower, you know, the what they used to call the WBA belt, regular WBA title. You talking about that? 4 division champion. Then lineal. Who the hell he beat was a lineal champ? Boy, get your ass. Boy, where you at? Who is this dude? Marcus Warren? Is that? Oh, you talking about Shakur? Oh, I thought you was talking about Tank. Oh, boy, what? Hold on. But he shouldn't be on the pound for pound list. Tell me your cashman. I said Tank shouldn't be on the pound for pound list, bro. You came in like you didn't hear what I said. I said Tank shouldn't be on no pound for pound list, bro. Tank shouldn't be on no pound for pound list. Tank will knock Tio Tank will knock Tio out. Tank will knock Tio out. Now, one of the main reasons I think he can't beat, he'll knock Devin out, he'll knock Tio out. But I think why I think he can't beat Shakur is because he ain't gonna be able to get in there on him. Shakur he too focused, bro. Then he got the defense to back it up. If he was a fighter who didn't have no head movement, who couldn't dodge shots, even with all his skills, then I'd probably say Tank will knock him out. But y'all just looking at it, talking about this power, and Tank got legs and feet. Look at how Shakur he control fighters. He know how to control his opposition. Bro, he gonna beat Tank ass, I'm telling y'all. And when I say he gonna beat Tank ass, I'm not saying like, you know what I'm saying, he gonna outbox him. He gonna make him look like T did. He gonna make Tank look like T.O. I'm telling y'all. He gonna make Tank look like T.O. And he gonna be looking crazy because people gonna be looking like same way we just did with T.O. Not to knock T.O. T.O. was a bad boy. The same way we was looking and we watching the fight, you like, I can't believe this Teofimo Lopez. You're gonna be sitting there looking at the fight, I'm telling you, and y'all gonna be looking at the same fight when it's Tank, y'all gonna be like, damn. Ooh. And T.O. and Shakur too much of a focused fighter for that coming in late round, 8th round, 7th round, getting no knockout shit. He ain't, remember who we talking about. Shakur ain't gonna put himself in jeopardy to go out there and try to get a knockout against Tank for us. Shakur is not gonna put himself in jeopardy to go out there and try to get a late round stoppage for Tank. Y'all, he gonna beat. I'm telling y'all gonna be like, damn, he really made it look that easy. That easy. The person who gonna beat Shakur Stevenson is gonna be somebody who come forward and can fight. They ain't looking for no one punch knockout, and they got skill set too, and they gonna be a southpaw, but it ain't gonna be Tank. I could see a Gary Antoine Russell beating a Shakur. I could see it gonna have to be a southpaw who gonna bring it. That's what I'm telling you. I ain't talking about on no Zapata shit. I'm talking about it gonna have to be a southpaw skill set, little with some defense, throwing punt with some IQ. I think Gary Antoine Russell gives possibly beat Shakur if they fought. Gary Antoine Russell more physical. He a southpaw. He ain't gonna come in there trying to box. He ain't coming there trying to look pretty. He ain't coming in there trying to play. He gonna come straight forward. Skillful head movement. Oh man, that's the one I want to see Shakur run up on. I want to see Richardson Hitchens run up on him too. But you ain't a regular fighter ain't finna beat Shakur Stevenson. You gonna have to go in there and beat Shakur ass. Oh, they're trying to come out there and box. Nah. You gotta come out there like Joe Frazier, you know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield type of fighter. Bringing it. Tank not a regular fighter. Bro, but where has Tank showed us to say he's not a regular fighter? We done seen a lot of dudes knock a lot of dudes out, and then when they get up there with the real guy, Mike Tyson is a known fighter for that. Mike Tyson knocked out everybody until he got in the ring with them dudes that been boxing since they was teenagers and kids like him. Yeah, he was whooping Razor Ruddock's ass. He was whooping Frank Bruno's ass. But when he stood up there when it was time to win and fight the elite, what happened with Mike Tyson ass? All them knockouts. Though nobody talk about the fact that even though Buster Douglas' mama died, that Buster Douglas was a good fighter, that he could punch. And if you look and you see him when he fought Mike Tyson, you seen the way he was throwing them punches. Them hoes was real crispy, wasn't it? Them hoes was real crispy, wasn't it? They don't talk about that though. Yeah, Mike Tyson will always be remembered as Iron Mike. But at the end of the day, Iron Mike wasn't no goddamn Iron Mike. When it came to the elite top echelon fighters, Iron Mike wasn't my Iron Mike. That's just being real. Let me see. Y'all still talking about Tank. Come on, let's keep going. Y'all want to talk about Tank who ain't doing that. Tank don't even fight like that because he doesn't even have a high punch volume. That's what I'm saying. He's very smart and intelligent. He knows when to throw punches when he can KO you. He's not an accumulation or a combination puncher. You know, you don't see him throwing 4-5 shots, 3-5, back continuously. He don't do that. And that's what you're going to have to do fighting Shakur. You can't give Shakur time to think. The worst thing you can do is give Shakur time to think and study your offense. You give him time to think, you're going to get beat up. Hit that like button, hype the video, please. Hit the like button, hype the video. Come on, man. It don't cost you nothing to hit the like button, man. It don't cost you nothing to hit the like button, hype the video. He didn't KO Ryan. He quit because he was drained. Last time I checked, KO Ryan. Everybody Tank fought was flawed fighters, smaller fighters too. Had to move up to his weight class. Which if you really are elite fighter, don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? We seen fighters move up and beat, guys up in their weight class, but Tank is an advantage fighter. He always want the advantage. If he can't get the advantage, he ain't gonna fight you. If he can't get the advantage, he ain't finna get in the ring with you. Oh, if you don't want to take no rehydration clause, you don't want no catch weight, we ain't finna fight. Oh, you don't want to come up? Oh, we ain't finna fight. We ain't finna fight. Yeah, you don't want to do that? Nah. You won't get a shot at the so-called face of boxing. You don't want to be at no disadvantage. You mean you want me to fight you on an even playing field? You mean you got to be at my weight and it's a chance you could beat me? You mean I got to do that? No, I ain't finna fight. Everybody just want to see me lose. Everybody just want to see me lose like y'all did Floyd. Everybody would y'all just to the Tank fans, when y'all be seeing his videos when he go to whining and bitching about why he can't fight certain people, y'all don't be sitting there looking like, damn. I'm talking about even if you really a Tank fan, y'all don't be sitting there looking like, damn, bro, why is you talking like that? Why don't you just say, yeah, he next or something? He really sit there and cries and moans like a little ass girl. Well, y'all what you mentioning his name for? What you talking about him for? Hey, who he the for? Who he look good against? Then he won, right? Man, see, y'all just want me to lose. Y'all just want we want you to no, we don't want you to lose, Tank. We just want you to get in the ring. But we know when you get in there with you, I know. I don't care what nobody else know. I know Shakur gonna tap on your ass when you get in that ring with him. Jab. Oh my. I just saw it. That jab. Oh my. Oh my. Y'all hit the like button, man. That jab. When y'all ever said, "Oh, beautiful jab by Tank Davis"? When y'all ever heard that? When y'all ever heard, "Ooh, beautiful jab by Tank Davis"? When y'all ever heard, "Ooh, Tank's jab is looking good tonight"? Hmm? When y'all ever heard that? Or it look like Tank Davis got the best jab in boxing, ladies and gentlemen. You ain't heard that. Shakur gonna be putting pop. He gonna be putting that jab in him. Pop, pop. um, this is what's gonna happen, y'all. Everywhere Tank try to come slide to, Shakur gonna create that distance. Pop, pop. Now all of us gonna be sitting there like T.O., like we did with T.O. Damn. Damn. Y'all seen what Floyd Schofield did. And I wanted to see that fight, but the sad part about it is Floyd Schofield ain't a southpaw. He orthodox. But I just wanted to see the aggressiveness of Floyd Schofield, against Shakur, along with his power going against Shakur Stevenson. So, that's what I mainly wanted to see in that fight. And you seen with Floyd Floyd did a Machiavelli around his follow me. Leave my flesh, my flesh. Hail Mary. Floyd Schofield did a Machiavelli around him when it came fight Shakur Steve. He said, like he said on Friday, he said, "Do you want some of this?" No. They said folks rub cream on them and everything. Man, somebody rubbed cream on my son, they poisoned him. Them Schofields, boy, they hell. I wouldn't sign up to fight the Schofield unless if they back out, they got to give me half their purse. Or they just got to pay me. Because if I go and train for 2 months and pay for sparring partners and spend half my money up, and this dude back out this fight, I'm gonna slang a Corona bottle in the club. I see their ass. I'm gonna bust somebody's head on purpose. Not on purpose, on purpose. I'm slanging hard, thick Corona bottles. Bitch, I spent $100,000 paying for sparring partners and count, and you gonna bag out the fight line? Talking about somebody part? What? I done missed my folks' birthday, my child's birthday, for trying to come up here and train, and you gonna back? I wouldn't trust the Schofields no farther than I could throw their ass. I wouldn't trust the Schofields no farther than I could throw their ass. No. I think Floyd Schofield will knock Tank out. I think Floyd Schofield will possibly knock Tank out. I'm just playing, bro. I just want to see. Nah, Tank will most definitely knock Floyd Schofield out. Floyd Schofield is Sean Porter reincarnated. Good fighter, but just need a better trainer. Good fighter, just need a better trainer. They lucky they ain't fight Shakur though, because Shakur was gonna mollywop. He was gonna mollywop that boy. Can Abdullah Mason get with Shakur? Can Abdullah Mason get with Shakur? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But the problem gonna be experience. Hell yeah. Abdullah Mason, he could do something with Shakur. He's skillful enough, but see the problem with right now, Shakur beat Abdullah Mason. Abdullah is good, but I seen in his title fight, and it was a good performance. It was very entertaining, but he well, he an offensive fighter that's beautiful in the ring, but he got a lot to work on, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember the knockdowns, you know what I'm saying, in one of his fights. You know what I'm saying? I think he took punishment that he didn't have to take winning that title. Mason is a hell of a fighter, especially an offensive fighter. But right now, Shakur would beat him. Down the road, I can't say. Says Shakur ain't got nothing to keep Tank or anybody off with. A jab. Well, if that was true, why T.O. didn't do it? If he this is what I'm saying. If he ain't got no power, nothing like that, then why T.O. ain't run through him? If he ain't had nothing to keep T.O. off him neither. From what I seen, what he was keeping T.O. off him with was control, a jab, and creating distance. Whether he got power or not, that wasn't why T.O. was out there getting his ass whooped. Mason not ready yet, not focusing enough. Yeah, he leave that chin over. Yeah, he ain't. Tank, see, I said this in the video. You know who Tank should go after? Abdullah Mason. Tank Davis needs to fight Abdullah Mason. Remember, I said this first for somebody going for it because I back in the day, people used to take a lot of stuff out. Tank Davis versus Abdullah Mason. Right now, he will knock Abdullah Mason out. And he can get that title. I'm telling y'all, Tank will knock Abdullah Mason ass out. Yeah, I want to see that shock fight too, Dre. I want to see that shock fight too. How you gonna keep him off him? You damn Paris. Keep who off who? Easy title win. Hey Ray, I'm telling you, I've been seeing it. I've been seeing it. I don't think Abdullah Mason can beat Raymond Mortalla right now. And he got I'm not saying he got all the skills to do it, but the mistakes gonna mess him up. Hell, Frank Martin was an inexperienced new guy. Frank Martin was an inexperienced new guy. Huh, fool? When that Frank Martin too? which I still give him credit for. I knew he was gonna win. Frank Martin was a threat. It's boxing. Somebody can always win. There's always a possibility you can get an upset. What y'all think about Devin and Keyshawn Davis? What y'all think about Devin and Keyshawn? Keyshawn Davis, that's a good one. That's a hell of a good fight right there. Keyshawn Davis versus Devin Haney. That's a hell of a fight, y'all. Hit that like button if you're coming in. Please hit that like button if you ain't hit that button. Hype the video, hype the video, hype the video, please. Devin leave that chin open too. I think the experience gonna be a big factor versus Devin Haney and Keyshawn. But Keyshawn bring it so technically though. He gonna bring a lot of problems for Devin Haney. He bring it so technical and old school. Ooh, that's gonna be a fight. That's gonna be a fight. If Devin, ooh. See, that's what I be doing, y'all. When I be talking about fights and stuff, I be visualizing, like simulating exactly them and how they fight, just looking at it. And boy, that's gonna be ooh. Devin gonna be doing a lot of moving. We're gonna see a lot of clinching. We're gonna see a lot of clinching, y'all. What you say? He said Devin ain't never been stopped. He a real fighter. Really? Nobody else gonna come. Nobody else gonna come like Ryan. It's way too much pressure. Everybody else pick and pop. I got Ryan Garcia winning the rematch. I got Ryan Garcia winning the rematch, y'all. Damn, bigger than Keyshawn, and Keyshawn legs look fun in their later rounds. I got that too. Ryan got robbed of a stoppage against Devin. Man, Ryan whooped Devin Haney's ass. I don't know why folks. I just told y'all. Keyshawn Davis just did a short where he talking about he beat a fighter on steroids. Frank Martin beat Michelle Rivera on steroids. Steroids was not the reason that Devin Haney got his ass whooped that night, y'all. Fighters have beaten fighters on steroids before. Fighters have beaten fighters on steroids before. Keyshawn Davis beat fight on steroids. Frank Martin beat a fight on steroids. Devin Haney. And first, because they're making it sound like, first, let me say this, because they're making it sound like if Ryan was on steroids, I'm cool with it. I don't believe Ryan was on steroids. Okay. I don't believe Ryan took steroids intentionally. I ain't the only person. Tank Davis did too. I ain't the only person Tank said to. I don't believe he did it. So I'm not saying, oh, I'm cool with Ryan taking steroids and beating Devin. No, I'm not cool with that. But it wasn't steroids that got his ass whooped. Fighters have beaten fighters on steroids before. So all that, oh, Ryan had a little bit of ostarine, or he had ostarine in the system, and that's why Devin lost. Well, what about when Keyshawn kicked the dude ass who was on steroids? What about when Frank Martin beat Michelle Rivera ass and he was on steroids? Frank Martin is a fighter that just started boxing when he was 17 years old. And you mean to tell me a fighter who started boxing when he was 17 years old can go out there and whoop somebody on steroids ass, but a dude who been boxing since he was goddamn 6 years old can't go out there and do it? It ain't have shit to do with no steroids or no ostarine. Ooh. I remember someone asked, which which ass whooping was worse, Spence Crawford or Ryan or Devin? Then Spence Crawford was horrible. That was horrible. Devin got did the same way, just without the blood and all that. Devin got did kind of the same way, but just without the blood. And I ain't got nothing against Devin Haney. Let me say that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I give respect due. This man, got way more money than me, living way better than me, a million off what he's accomplished in the sport of boxing. I ain't got no reason to hate off him. Hate on him. I just feel Ryan did not take steroids, and steroids was not the reason that he got his ass whooped. Ryan just got his number, in my opinion. Who I got, Haney or Riley? That's so weird of a fight. I don't know. That's so weird. It depends. If that old, I don't know. Because if Riley hit Devin there, spaghetti, yo. If Riley catch Devin, it might be another lawsuit coming. if Riley catch him, we might see another lawsuit in the works, y'all. Devin Haney brother gonna come out and have another dream before the fight. I had a dream a week ago that Ryan Garcia was gonna test positive. Who the hell you is? Negro Damas? You Negro Damas? I had a dream Ryan Garcia was gonna test positive for steroids. Well, damn. Ain't that a coincidence? Oh, well, I'm talking about your brother Martin Luther King got this motherfucker having dreams and he's seeing folks taking steroids and if this is the question I want to ask Devin Haney, brother. Okay, you seen him take you said he was gonna get your dream said that he was gonna get busted for the steroids. Did your dream show Devin getting his ass whooped? Because you skipped I saw him whooping my brother ass part, but you sure did say he was on steroid. So when you was dreaming, you didn't see that ass whooping. Oh, I guess they skipped that part in the dream. Yeah, they skipped that part in the dream, y'all. Nah, we just gonna let his brother know that he is on steroids, but don't tell him he gonna get his ass whooped. Don't you think he would have went and told his brother, hey Dale, man, I had a dream last night. Ryan Garcia on steroids, he gonna kick your ass tomorrow, bro. You shouldn't fight him. Why your dream ain't tell you that? Your dream ain't tell you that. Yeah, did that dream have your punk ass sit up there and say something to Tiger for no reason? Tiger was minding his motherfucking business, man. Tiger was minding his motherfucking business, man. And you come by there and say something to that man and started that fight, bro.
And you started that fight, bro. Tiger should have slapped your ass. That's what Tiger should have did. Fired your ass up. Who you talking to? Slapped your little light skinned ass. He be talking then throwing the punches on Tiger. Mm-mm. If I was Tiger, bro, I tell Devin Haney, little brother, when I catch you, I'm gonna beat the little bit of black you got in your ass out your ass. I'm a Ryan Garcia, your little ass. When I catch your little ass, boy. ooh, ooh. Bill Haney, they gonna be looking for me all night like boys in the hood. Cause I'm gonna slaughter your little ass. I'm gonna slaughter your little ass, boy. We gonna be filleting some Haney around this motherfucker. The Tank is gonna have to box with Kerr. I think we sleep on Tank because the fans focus on power, but box to set up them shots, so up and down on this. Man, he ain't gonna be able to the distance, the jab, and bro, it's gonna be ugly. Kennard. I ain't got nothing against Tank. I'm not a Tank hater. Ain't nothing like that, y'all. He gonna get his ass whooped. I'm telling y'all. He gonna get his ass whooped. His little spoiled, weak brother is so annoying. Their family is weird. Man, I don't know. I rock with Bill though. I like how Bill hey, Bill do what he's supposed to do, man. Y'all hit that like button. If you ain't hit that like button, hype the video, please. Hype the video, hit that like button. Bill do what he gotta do. Bill a smart dude. Bill great father. Got his son to, be $1 million man, Ted DiBiase. You know what I'm saying? Bill smart enough to step out. And I'd had a situation with Bill before. So please, I ain't over here pulling no nigga nuts or nothing like that. Or I don't do that on this channel. I'm just saying as of him being a father and what he's done with Devin, stepping out the way, letting Devin being trained by Floyd Mayweather Sr., Mickey Bay, and many other people. Hey, that's a smart man who understands this a kill or be killed sport, and I want my son trained by the best and know all the knowledge he can while getting in that ring. Bill Haney is, and I hate to say it, but it's the truth. I hate to say it. Bill Haney, especially from a non-boxing father trainer, is the best father trainer probably ever been in boxing. And promoter. Am I lying? This ain't no coat pulling. This ain't no, you know what I'm saying? No dick ride, no nothing. Is Bill Haney not the greatest father that never boxed, trained, or promoter ever in boxing? Name another one. Name another one. Not only that, smart enough to step out the way so his son could be trained by some of the best in the business or some who have actually been in the business. Bill Haney is the best shit, whether he fought or not, best father trainer ever in boxing. No, 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 no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Floyd Mayweather Sr. I'm sorry. Well, no, because I did say best non-boxing trainer father in boxing. But the best trainer father in boxing was Floyd Mayweather Sr., without a doubt. I know people like to give Roger the credit. Roger got Floyd after Floyd Sr. created Floyd. See, Floyd know that. Roger Mayweather got Floyd after his father had already created him. Customato, but not biological. Not biological father. Father / uncle, yeah. But Roger got Floyd when Floyd was already created. Floyd was already a beast when Roger got him. From what his daddy was trained, what his daddy trained him. Floyd ain't started out with Roger from the ground up. Floyd started out with his daddy from the ground up. He was already built. Floyd was already set in stone when Roger got him. Now Roger probably, like they always say, Roger probably already made him a more offensive fighter, but Floyd was already born and bred by his daddy. Haney Pop's the dad trainer, best dad trainer until Haney lose. No, not until till Haney lose. I'm saying as far as promote his son. Smart, like I said, smart enough to step aside so his son could be trained in the sport well. Being a father, they ain't broke apart yet. You don't hear no gripes. You don't hear no arguments between Devin Haney and Bill Haney. Promote his son well. Got his son $1 million status well. Smart enough to move out the way. Joe Calzaghe's father, Floyd Sr., was a professional boxer. Joe Calzaghe is undefeated too. I ain't talking about undefeated. Undefeated don't mean nothing to me. Undefeated to me just mean you ain't fight enough, or you didn't most of them, and you ain't picked a lot of competition that could have beat you. Undefeated don't mean that much to me. It's great that you are undefeated. That means no one could beat you, but okay. Everybody ain't gonna leave undefeated. Some of the best fighters we still talk about to this day ain't undefeated. Some of the best fighters we talk about to this day ain't undefeated. I don't what I like, undisputed. Who the man willing to go out there and face everybody and come back and be the king? That's what I like. I don't like all the time. I'm undefeated. Somebody gotta go. If you fight somebody else who undefeated, just as good as you, somebody gonna go. Devin not undefeated. We know Devin ain't undefeated. Floyd, the best boxing family. Hold up. We gotta think on that. Is Floyd Mayweather family the best boxing family in boxing history? Let me see. We got Roger, Roger, Floyd, and Jeff, world champions. Let's see who else we got. Could possibly. Uh, shit, ain't too many fighters got uncles and who's world champions. The Spinks family. The Spinks family wasn't no joke either. Corey Spinks. Corey Spinks was undisputed. Now, I ain't saying they greater than the Mayweather. I'm saying you can put them up there with the Mayweather Spinks family. The Spinks family. The Spinks family, they Klitschko's. Well, Klitschko's just him and his brother. I'm talking about more than just you and your brother. Like the Spinks got Corey, you know what I'm saying? I love Tank, but Shakur different. Finna make it boring but easy. See, CEO, you know what's up, man. I gotta start passing out these wrenches too, man. I thank for everybody's support coming on the channel, man. I truly appreciate that. And for those who keep worrying about my health, you keep saying my eyes red. For one, I do smoke, and for one, if you lucky, I'm not drunk right now. My brother just died Saturday, so I appreciate you worried about my health, but understand right now I really should be drunk. And this one thing I told my brother I wanted to do. My brother built me a computer that I be on. And so my brother really, believed in me doing this channel and talk about boxing. And rather than me sitting up and crying, I'd rather be on here talking about boxing. Or rather than me keep walking around mad every time I think about my brother, I'd rather keep talking about boxing. Because when I get off this phone, I'm gonna have to realize my brother ain't here no more. So I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? But I should be on here drunk. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Now let's go back to boxing, man. Let's go back to boxing. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. I will. I keep telling them, Jay. I keep telling them Shakur gonna win, man. I keep telling them. What's some well, we got Ryan Garcia finna fight Barrios. If Ryan Garcia if Ryan Garcia go out here and get his ass whooped, Ryan hang him up. If Ryan go out here and get his ass whooped by Barrios, hang it up, Ryan. You made a lot of money. Just go on. He'll be a good streamer. Ryan Garcia would be a great streamer. The women love him. Dudes are tuning in because it's boxing. He be around celebrities. He just stream. Ryan really ain't got a box, but he go out there and get his ass. He go out there and get his ass whooped and don't get that belt. His ass better go call I show Speed and start hanging with him. They'll do some good content together. You better go call I show Speed. Because in boxing, he gonna be I don't need. Don't nobody want to deal with no pretty ass nigga running around fake playing boxing. Get your ass on. We see you ain't real. I love you, Ryan. You know what I'm saying? I like Ryan Garcia. He hell of a fighter. Hell of a person. People act like, bro, why just a fan? Why is it when somebody say that Shakur or Tank can be beat, y'all take like y'all be taking that shit like we saying Tank ain't shit or Tank ain't never done shit. Tank a made up fighter. Tank a creative fighter. Bro, don't nobody be saying y'all went cause somebody say Tank could possibly lose don't mean he ain't shit, bro. Y'all be taking that shit like y'all be taking that shit like it's personal, like, oh hell no, I know he don't think that. Ain't no way in hell. Like, no, bro, it ain't nothing against him. It's just that I believe Shakur can beat him. It ain't nothing personal. I ain't getting no money. First of all, we got to understand this as fans. We ain't getting no damn money. We ain't getting no money. So I ain't got nothing against nobody. I ain't getting no percentage off no fights, nothing like that. So well, I'm just going how I feel about the sport of boxing. It ain't no bias talk, no nothing over here. Ain't no bias talk, no nothing over here. I just keep it fair and square. I just think he can't. Well, I don't think I know. I'm that positive. And for the people who watch my channel, when I be wrong, bro? When do you see me wrong about a fight, bro? I ain't like these other channels who just be sitting up and talk about all the other. When it comes to telling you who gonna win a fight and predict the fight, what easy do, man? What easy do? And I'm telling y'all, he gonna outbox the hell out of Tank Davis. He gonna outbox the hell out of Tank Davis. I'm saying people in the chat saying he just a puncher's chance and not a boxer. Devin Funny by I don't understand what you're saying, Chris. What's the fight the world want to see straight up Shakur versus Tank? But I've been watching Shakur, and Shakur will beat anybody we put in front of him. His defense and his jab and his counters and boxing IQ. Tank got that shit, but he can. Hold up. You're consistent. The last one you got wrong, Fury ain't use it. Man, how long ago was that? Oh, I forgot. Anger Skills, you one of my haters. I love you though. You rocks with me though, but Anger Skills get on here. How long ago was that? Now, how many times I've been right? My boy, you my boy easy, but Shakur ain't the one to beat Tank though, bro. A jab and no power combos is not beating Tank at all. So who beating him? Anthony, who beating him? Anthony David. What fighter do you see beating Shakur Stevenson? I mean, beating Tank, since you say it's not Shakur Stevenson. Shakur not fighting nobody like that. Who Tank is? Warren DeVarge. Who Tank fighting like that? Who Tank fought like that? Shakur ain't got nothing for Hayner. All right. I'm telling you. when that fight happen, Lord willing, please let me see it, Lord. Because when he getting out there getting that ass, when Hayner out there getting his ass whooped too, y'all like, damn. That's why Hayner jumped out that ring. You know, after he beat Lomachenko, when Shakur got in that ring, Hayner said 2 words and dipped. Hayner said 2 words and got out the ring when Shakur got in that ring. Dipped. Bro, I can give Shakur a better fight than his last three. Shakur, so I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you that. See, what I'm trying to do is figure out if you were just saying that just to say it. Because I told you the fighter that I felt could beat Shakur Stevenson. And now I'm asking you, who is the fighter that you think can beat Tank? And you can't tell me. So that means you just being biased and saying that. Ryan will beat Shakur. No. Hell no. Hell no. Shakur can't knock out a fly. Now, there's one thing I don't like about him, but boxing is called boxing. It ain't called knockouts. Have y'all ever paid attention to that? That boxing is called boxing, is not called knockouts. It's not called power. It's called boxing. Just, y'all know I just keep it real. It's called boxing. It ain't called power versus power. It ain't called, what I'm saying, knockouts. It's called boxing. He wanted a rehydration clause because Devin Haney blew up overnight. That's why he wanted a rehydration clause. See, I made a video about this. Y'all should have watched that video, but unfortunately, they don't be pushing my videos like that. But let me explain this to y'all. And these just going to be straight questions. I want yes and no's, okay? Please, yes and no's. Hit your like buttons, hype the video. Hit your like buttons, hype the video. Yes and no. When Devin Haney fought at 140 and he fought Regis Pogres, didn't Devin Haney weigh in at 140 and come in at 165 pounds? Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. Because I keep stuff fair and square. I keep it fair and square. Just listen. Didn't Devin Haney, when he fought at 140, the first time ever, blow up to 165 overnight? Yes or no? He said the same thing for Conor Benn. Didn't Conor Benn just fight Chris Eubank Jr. at 160? Did Conor Benn just fight Chris Eubank Jr. at 160? So why y'all upset that he's asking for a rehydration clause? And see this, like, skills pay the bills. Watch this. Watch this, skills pay the bills. Because this is really going to make it a fair fight. Watch this skills pay the bills shit. Okay, so if Shakur say, you know what? Fuck the rehydration clause. Fuck the rehydration clause. Let's just fight, Devin. Who going to have the advantage? Who gonna have the advantage? Listen to what I'm saying. Stop texting. Stop texting. I'm gonna read y'all comments. I'm gonna read y'all comments in a second. Listen to what I just said. If Shakur Stevenson said, fuck the rehydration clause, let's just fight, who gonna have the advantage? Who gonna have the advantage versus Devin? If Shakur say, no, I ain't gonna fight him with no rehydration clause, no. Who gonna have the advantage in the fight? Everybody keep typing. Ain't who gonna have the advantage in the fight? If Shakur say, hell no, we ain't got to worry about no rehydration clause. Devin, the same fighter that fought at 140 and came in 25 pounds over. I pray if I do, Kings. Yeah. Ain't nobody answering the question. Devin Haney is gonna have the advantage. So that's why y'all screaming about the rehydration clause, because y'all know Devin gonna have the weight advantage. The rehydration clause will make the fight even. That's all the rehydration clause will do is make the fight even, y'all. So Devin Haney don't come in and blow up 30 pounds bigger on fight night. That's the only reason he want the rehydration. Devin Haney at 140 came in on fight night at 165. He was a super middleweight. Devin Haney was a super middleweight that night at 140. What the hell is y'all talking about? Skills, two skillful fighters, and one got a 30 and 25-pound weight advantage. Two skillful fighters. So you see how I just destroyed that skills pay the bills shit? That skills pay the bills shit. They just want Devin to have the weight advantage. That's all it is. Water weight my ass. That's what they got weight divisions for. Oh, that's y'all forgot about that? Y'all forgot they have weight divisions so fighters can't do that? Y'all forgot about that? That's why they got weight divisions to protect fighters so fighters don't go out there and a dude 30, 40 pound heavier than you punching you in your damn head. You talking about some damn water weight? You go out there and you go out there and move up from 130 from 140. Well, move up from 140 and you move up to 147. And it's a dude blow up with 25 pounds of water weight punching you in your damn head. Appreciate you, bro. If skills pay the bills, shout out to CEO Toon. Thank you for the donation, CEO Toon. If skills pay the bills and weight has nothing to do with it, then Haney would have fought Boots. But his excuse, oh, good point. Thank you, my brother. Good point. What y'all got to say about that? What y'all got to say about that? If skills pay the bills and weight has nothing to do with it, then then Haney should have fought Boots. But his excuse was, I never fought at 147. But why fight? But why fight at 152? Skills pay the bills. Huh? Skills pay the bills. Skills pay the bills. Why he ain't fight Boots at 152? Catch weight. But y'all sitting here talking about why this boy want a rehydration clause to make it an even fight. Devin Haney will blow up overnight. Devin Haney will blow up overnight to make it an even fight. Yeah, he wait. Boots get out the. Let me go and go to 147. He beat Brian Norman though. Hey, we ain't. Hey, hold up. We ain't finna bash Devin Haney. I ain't finna get on here and bash him. He got his ass whooped by Ryan now, but he a hell of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? But he beat Brian Norman. You know, the lesser of two evils. Let me think. Let's think about Devin Haney versus Boots. Boots will beat Devin Haney ass. Boots will beat Devin Haney ass. Devin don't want them problems. Devin don't, I'm telling y'all, Boots will beat Devin Haney the fuck up. And I'm talking about real bad. Boots will do something to him, man. He don't need that smoke right there. There ain't no hating on my boy Devin. Nah, Boost will beat him up. Mm-mm. He don't want that. He don't want them issues. Mm. We got to talk about this one before I get off, y'all. Please hit your like button. Please hype the video. Please hype the video. But this one more we got to talk about before I get off. Errol Spence versus Tim Zoo. Who y'all got? Errol Spence versus Tim Zoo. Errol Spence versus Tim Zoo. Well, we talked about Keyshawn and Devin earlier. And that's going to be a hell of a fight. I have to look at a lot of tape and highlights and to try to come out who I think will be. I can't say out first who I think will win that fight. That's too much of a good fight. Errol Spence, I think it's a good pick for him because he's flat-footed. You know, Tim Zoo got a lot of flaws, but I think he may upset Errol Spence. I think Tim Zoo is the wrong fighter for him right now. It should be a fighter with a decent name, but probably lack punching power. You know what I'm saying? It should be it shouldn't be a named fighter that's a threat. It shouldn't be no Tim Zoo right now. You know, they looking at it as Tim Zoo. Tim Zoo is a recognizable name, but right now they don't need a recognizable name. Which Errol don't need a recognizable name. He just need a comeback fight. And putting him against Tim Zoo, a fighter who been active, way more active than him. And I know they see the flaws of Tim Zoo. They sitting there looking at it, but Tim Zoo might get in there and whoop Errol Spence's ass. Tim Zoo might get in there and whoop Errol Spence's ass. I'm telling y'all now. 2 years at the ring. There's already a blueprint on the beach. Tim Zoo ain't no fuck boy either now. Let's remember that Tim Zoo ain't no fuck boy. He ain't nothing to be fucked with. You know, he done took his losses. You know what I'm saying? But Tim still gonna bring it. And let's just remember about Errol. Errol ain't no bad mama jamma like that. He one dimensional, no head movement. Jab, jab, body, body. No footwork. Come on now. Y'all just stop acting like, y'all stop acting like, you know what I'm saying? Errol Spence just this goddamn Floyd Mayweather or something because he wouldn't have got his ass whooped like that. Oh, let me see what y'all said. I like Haney. He has heart. He's willing to fight anybody. Yeah, I like it too. But he did, like CEO just said, that was an excuse he made because at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Why you didn't fight Boots at 152? If skills pay the bills, that's what y'all was saying about the Shakur and the hydration clause situation. Now, Bud exposed everything in every fight. Want to knock his head off. Man, he exposed hell out of him. Boots versus Virgil. It's official now? Oh, they finally did it? Damn. I ain't think they was gonna make that fight. You know, Virgil Ortiz don't want to fight you if you got a loss on your record. Y'all think I'm capped too, right? Y'all think I'm just saying that. Oh, I got a pack. I got a pack. I just smoked my Newport to the butt like it's the last motherfucker left. I got some cigarettes, homie. I just smoke it to the butt like it's the last motherfucker. You understand? Yeah, I don't say it. Yeah, I don't say nothing about it when Tupac do it. What's up, fam? What's up with you? Braden, thank you for watching, man. Y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hype the video. Hype the video. Hype the video. You understand me? We finna get off in a minute, y'all. I done got into smoking. I'm getting a little hungry. I'm getting a little hungry. Boots versus Virgil. This Boots real test. This Boots real test. I know y'all probably staniosis, and this, that, and the other. This Boots real test. This what Boots get his status that already been given to him that he shouldn't already have yet. But this the fight that's gonna line him up with the status that been given to him. If he beat Virgil Ortiz, but Virgil Ortiz ain't no pushover. Everybody saying, because y'all seen what he did to Staniosis, kind of similar style. Oh, Staniosis, nah. Virgil Ortiz ain't no Staniosis. All right. And I ain't saying I think Boots can outbox Virgil Ortiz, but Virgil Ortiz ain't no Staniosis. It's gonna be a good fight. From a just off eye view, yeah, Boots, but it ain't gonna be that easy like that. Virgil got that high TKO ratio. Yeah. Staniosis ain't top 50. Boots top 10 vs. Virgil, not top 20. Virgil did the same or better than Crawford against the same opponent. Yeah, against Madrimal. Yeah, Virgil Ortiz, he did a better performance. Yeah, he did that. But he got to do that against Boots. You think Conor being same energy for Tank than other boxers in the past have got accused of domestic violence, you think? Do I think it should be the same energy for Conor Benn as it is for Tank? For you saying for domestic violence in the past? I think is more harsh on Tank because Tank keep going to jail for it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's be real. Let's act like boxers. We don't know boxers who done beat up on their wives and stuff before. Who we done found out was women beaters as well. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it with Tank is he keep going to jail for it. And then that ain't no good look being a boxer hitting on damn women. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he guilty. I don't know if he guilty or not, but I'm just saying he keeps showing up. Well, he done been guilty in situations where we've seen him put his hands on women on film, but not punch them or nothing. But you know what I'm saying? He just keeps repeatedly getting caught with it. Conor Benn situation, whatever happened, it ain't happened over and over again. Who wins if they were same side Boots or better be? I can't say right now. That's a weird style. I can't say. I know all that looking pretty shit ain't gonna mean nothing to Butterbeef though. All that standing in front of him and Butterbeef ain't finna he ain't finna play all that shit. Boots ain't got a dog name on them, but no hate. But come on. Now, Boots ain't got no good resume at all. Resume is trash. Every time he struggle with somebody, it's a weight issue. Y'all ain't never noticed that. It better be. Oh, I don't know how to. I know you be like better behave or whatever you say. I call him better be. Uh, Boots overrated. He doesn't fight no one. Virgil Ortiz has done everything. Yo, that's why I be telling people Boots ain't the A side. Everybody be talking about Boots the A side. Boots the A side. No, the fuck Boots ain't no damn A side. He just got the 154. How the hell? How the hell he the A side? That's like saying Keith Thurman the A side. Don't nobody care about what Keith Thurman, and that's my favorite fighter. Don't nobody care about what Keith Thurman did at welterweight. You ain't finna come and be the A. Come on, man. Anybody say Boots deserve to be the A side in that fight is retarded. It's retarded. Boots is the same fighter that was out there struggling with Karen, man. He was out there struggling with Karen, man. Ain't got nobody on his resume but Staniosis and Lipinets, Sergey Lipinets. He damn near 40-0. Boots damn near 40-0 with two people on his resume. No, I'm from Alabama, bro. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. If Boots so good, why he don't fight a 154 champ? Yeah. He trying to come and pick on a name. He think that Virgil Ortiz is a tomato can for him. That's what he thinking. He think, oh, let me go up here and steal his glory. You know what I'm saying? And get his glory. Yeah. Get his name, and I be the hottest thing at 154, and he ain't want to go for no belt. So this is the thing about Boots. Let me ask y'all this. How could y'all believe Boots wanted to challenge Errol Spence and really challenge Errol Spence and Terrence if he get to 154 and he ain't go at no title? No, I don't watch UFC at all. If Boots didn't go to 154 and challenge a title holder, what made y'all think he really wanted to fight Spence and Crawford? Because why would his mentality change when he get to 154? He got to 154 and switched up. Oh, I don't want to fight no champion at 154. Don't make sense, do it. Don't make sense, do it. He said, speaking of Boots, his father's a terrible train. He said he was trying to get in his name up. Bud already explained this. Yeah, I know this don't have anything to do with boxing. Why Jason Whitlock talk so damn on Dion and Shador? I don't give a damn about Dion or Shador. I will say this about Dion Sanders, sellout hoe ass. How he used them boys at that black college to blow up, and then sit there and left soon as he got a little fame. I will say that about Dion. Fuck Dion Sanders. Speaking of Boots, his father's a terrible trainer. I know Sean Porter ducked him. Ducked who? Who Sean Porter ducked? Boots? Man, I don't get the fuck. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to it. I ain't never even know Boots called out Sean. Yeah, I remember hearing about that or seeing videos about that, but I ain't never really stepped to it. Cause one Sean Porter was retired, wasn't it? Sean Porter retired after the Crawford fight. Look at Cruz style and amateur, quick feet, punch selection. Now he sits right in front of a fighter and try to catch and shoot, quote, Philly style shit. Yeah, and that's why he keep having them draws and shit. He ain't got that killer instinct either. Lamont Roach ain't got the killer instinct, y'all. Not to say a hell of a fighter, nothing bad to say about him. Like I said, got way more money than me, living way better than me, but he ain't got that killer instinct in him either. He can't pull the trigger. He like Jermaine Ortiz. Lamont Roach is another Jermaine Ortiz. They can't. I call them fake John Wicks. Can't pull the trigger. Like Blaze said, you got to learn to pull the trigger. And they ain't learning to pull that trigger. They out there playing. Yeah, they ain't learning to pull that trigger, man. Boots even admitted he ain't want no issue with Boots on his podcast. Oh, talking about Sean Porter. Yeah, man. But y'all, I've been on for 2 hours and 42 minutes. I wasn't supposed to be on this long. At first, I just want to thank everybody. And man, hey, y'all, when I'm on my computer, when I send up the string yard stuff, man, y'all come on the channel, man. Y'all come on the channel. I don't block people unless you're talking about stuff ain't got nothing to do with boxing and stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? We can go into other stuff, but come on the stream yard, talk, say your opinion. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all coming on. It's stuff, you know what I'm saying, I don't pay attention to that we could talk about in the sport of boxing. I don't care, you know what I'm saying? Your opinion ain't got to go with mine. You don't have to agree with me. You will not get blocked. You know what I'm saying? We keep it fair and square over here on this channel. I just appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please hype the video. Please share the video. Let your friends know about your boy Easy Work Boxing. And I'm up out of here, man. I thank y'all for y'all time.